How y'all doing? It's Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man RB, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time we're reviewing Flash Season 6, Episode 2. What happens on this week's episode is Barry decides to run into the future a day after the crisis happens. So he runs into the future, and this wall of antimatter hits him and hurts his leg. So he gets pushed out of the Speed Force. Well, when this happens, he decides to go to Earth 3 to meet with Jay Garrick. And Jay Garrick tells him that he's not going to be able to run through this antimatter barrier, and the antimatter has been popping up on all the Earths in the multiverse, and Jay Garrick doesn't know what's going on. So Jay Garrick has this machine where Barry's mind can go past the antimatter wall, and Barry can see what's going on. And Barry sees billions of futures, and there's only one future that the crisis is defeated and everybody's safe, and that's the future that Barry dies. So Barry has no choice but to die in this crisis. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Then Barry comes back from that, and his nerves are on fire, and he has to rest and heal up. And Jay Garrick and Jay Garrick's wife, who is a doppelganger of Barry's mother, takes Barry back to his Earth, and he's resting. And there's this metahuman who was accused of killing this guy with heat waves or whatever, and her power is she can control radio waves and any kind of waves and stuff like that. And what happens is her cousin has the same power and has killed this guy, and it's been pinned on this metahuman. Well, what happens is her cousin has been taken by this secret organization that we're going to learn about in the rest of the season. We'll have to see what happens with that. But she attacks the GCPD trying to kill the metahuman that was accused of this, and Barry's able to defeat her, and I guess they arrest her or whatever, and that's all that really happened on this week's episode. But besides Killer Frost learning to not be so harsh to people and all this other stuff, and that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, now that Barry knows the only way to stop this crisis is for him to die, what's going to happen with that? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG is awesome. This has been an episode of Retro TV 91. See you next time.